How many times you get to see one of these beauties? But I'm going to let you in on the secret. Welcome back to the show, everyone. This is Mike with Door and Lock Tips. If you guys stay till the end, you get to watch the short version. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, everyone. This is Mike with Door and Lock Tips. This is a measuring tool built specifically for Medeco keys. Keys are cut on angles. So how do you read these keys? It's pretty easy. Let's get into it. Hey guys, please hit the like button and subscribe. It'll really help me out. So you can buy this tool online. This is a great little place called Lock Picking Shop, and it's going for $79. That's the best price I've found on the internet. Great tool. Now, if you are not a Medeco dealer, you will really probably not use this tool unless you buy a lot of stuff off of eBay and you want to figure out what the key bitting is, the key forward and aft cuts. But this is strictly for locksmiths. But I'm going to let you in on the secret. How many times you get to see one of these beauties? Here's the show tonight. All you have to do on this key gauge, and I like it, it's a stepped key gauge, is put the key in normal. We're going to go ahead and do the first cut. That cut is a 2. And then the next cut is a 4. And the next cut is a 4 and a 6. So this is just like a regular key gauge. If you're familiar with a regular key gauge, you'll understand this. It's a 3. And then the last cut is a 2. We got the key gauge figured out. But what about the forward and aft on these keys? Let's see just how simple this is. There's a slot right here on the edge of this plastic key gauge. Set the bottom of the key on there and line up the shoulder of the key right here. Let me just show you. The shoulder of the key goes right against the edge of the plastic, and the bottom of the key goes in this slot. Here's how this works. When you line this up properly, there's a center to every one of these cuts, even though it's forward and aft, okay? Just different directions. There's still a center. In order to figure out all the forward cuts, you have to look in here closely. Notice at the back of the one, there's a line here, and there's a line here at the front of the one. At the number 2, and a line at the front of number 2. These numbers, the key cuts, that's all they are. So you can have 5 cuts, you can have 6 cuts. So that's not a big mystery. But here's the mystery. When you look at this, you notice the back line here, that deals with all the forward cuts. It's the back part, so that's all the forward cuts. So let's see how many there are. We've got one here, we've got one here. First line of the number 2, we've got one here, and we've got one here. So we got 4 forward cuts. Okay? Stick with me, guys. Let's see how many aft cuts we have. You have 1 and 2. Center of the key cut. We have 4 forward cuts and 4 aft cuts. The reason you have to know that, if you're going to cut this key, you have to know if it's a Q, a B, or a K, or an S, a D, or an M. And these first cuts, let's just look at this real closely. We're only dealing with the first 4 cuts all the way to here, right here, this bottom 6. They're going to either be a Q, a B, or a K. First cut, if you look at it from on top, first cut is a K because it's on an angle like this. The next cut is still a K. A K, a K, a K, because it's this direction of the K, forward mark. And then this is straight. This is going to be a B. A K, a K, a K, and a B. Let's just see if that's so. Yep. Forward, 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 forward. K, 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 B. Now let's see these last marks. They're aft. They're all on this angle like this. So that's going to be an M and an M because it's this mark right here. That's how easy it is to use this gauge. Now, there's some cool things about this gauge. You can put some pins in it. Let's just put a master pin in it. So we got a nice little master pin. You can drop the master in there like that, and you can tell what size masters you have. So this is a gauge for even your pin. And then your top pins, you only have that many in the pinning kit that's right here. You have all the forward and aft cut. You got the K, the M, the B, the D, the Q, and the S. And all these pins are cut and forward and aft. Top pins right here, and your master pins. And then these are the sliders on the side of the key. I highly suggest you buy one of these if you want to understand how a Medeco key is read. You can't do it without this tool. It's only $80. See these letters? These go into your key machine. You set your key machine up. You don't say forward and aft in your key machine. Put in a 2B in your key machine. Cut straight on the key. And then if you want to cut a K, it'll cut on this angle. Just like that. So forward and aft. The reason there's forward and aft, what if you say, well, can I use an M for a K? It's forward, but not really, because it changes on these lines. These are all aft, so there's a slight difference in the center of the key cuts. That's forward, 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 forward. And see, it's right at the front here, so it's aft and aft. So there you have it, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll have more door and lock tips like this coming your way in the future. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, guys. This is the short version now, so pay close attention. Thanks for staying till the end. Hit that like button. Here's a close-up look. You can easily see the fore and aft lines of the center of the cut. You know, I know what I'm looking at, and I think you do too now. That's fore, and that is aft. And that very first cut is not lining up with the aft. The peak on the key is hitting the aft. So it's got to be a fore. This one is lining up with the fore. This one's lining up with the fore. So is the B cut, because it's a straight cut with the fore. So that whole section takes care of all four of these cuts. And then the next two are all aft because they're on this side. So they're going to be part of this, and they're all on an angle like this. They're going to be M's at angle right there. Please subscribe, tell your friends, and I have more door and lock tips like this coming your way. Thanks, guys.